Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. It is the 5th of June, which means we are now 15 days out from my first mountain 50 miler, which is very exciting times. But 15 days, aka 2 weeks, that also means we are 4 weeks post my first backyard ultra, where I run further than I ever have at 82 kilometers, which works out to be the 50 miles that I'll be doing, the same 50 miles, that I'll be doing in 2 weeks' time. But the reason why it's also not the same is because Wales has 2,900 meters of climbing, which for anyone that's not familiar, the highest peak in the UK is Ben Nevis at 1,300. So this is just over double that. Across the same distance, yeah, but much more technical terrain, which when you've got glass ankles like me, isn't the most joyous thing. And the reason why today is a special day, well, it's not really special, it's, well, it is in a sense, it's a usual day in the life. And what sort of vlogger would I be if I only showed you the crazy split shifts here, there and everywhere that I did? And I didn't just show you a regular half day that I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing today, but today we have my first long run back, which is 2.5 hours. My first long run back since, obviously before the backyard ultra and since the backyard ultra, because I've run more than 2.5 hours there. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's been a bit of a weird period, like this in-between stage between the backyard ultra and this ultra. It's my first time doing any ultras, but it's also my first time like between races, so I've sort of been trying to recover, but at the same time trying to train. So just haven't been training like as much, like ease back in at like 6 hours, into 7 hours, into 8 hours, and this is like my first week where I'm finally running over an hour, a bit more running volume, and I'm doing this just 2 weeks out, and then probably from next week we'll probably start pulling things back a little bit. So it's almost like trying to recover whilst also trying to train. But yeah, that's it. Gonna have my breakfast now, and then we're gonna head out soonish because it's half eight in the morning now. So I'm gonna sort of leave after school traffic and then get it going. I'm gonna have 3 eggs, bit of beef, and have that in a sandwich with some bread and then probably some fruit and whatnot. But I'll show you when that's done. So yeah, day in the life. Bit of an unconventional brekkie we've got going on here. So get my toast, and because I'm only having 3 eggs, just so it's like less fat and easier to digest before my run. God, that's such a thick bit of bread. Don't know if you see the sort of girth on that. Having that, I'm also having a bit of like a slow cooked roast beef joint just to bump the old protein up, because 3 eggs is under 20 grams. You want to get at least 20 grams to spike muscle protein synthesis, which is the whole point. So yeah, add the extra grammage up from there. Breakfast time. Here's what we've got. The beef, that looks bloody nice actually. Beef and egg, pulled beef. I actually put barbecue sauce in it, which I'd never usually do, but Mum got this like smoky barbecue sauce, so I thought I've got to have that. And a banana. It's probably like, because they're thick slices of bread, maybe like 50 carb, 60, 70, 75 with that. I'll probably have a little something else, but that's probably about enough for me because I'll be running in about a couple of hours, so that gives it time to digest. And I'll be making my bottles for the run, just a couple of bottles, 60, 70 grams of carbs each, but I'll show you that when it comes to it. But first, I'm going to enjoy this breakfast. That's good. You'd pay £10 for that in an indie cafe, at least. This barbecue sauce probably tastes like the paninis you'd get at school, like the barbecue chicken ones. So good. carb drink making time now. I've got this, I was actually kindly given to us by our friend Toby when we first, literally like a month or two into starting training for the IronMan last year. Didn't know fuck all and didn't even use it, as you can see. So just going to use this today. Usually for like my carb drinks I just use like a DIY mix. I've got my own fructose and I buy my own dextrose and I just maltodextrin, sorry, which is all carb drinks really are, and just make that myself. But I don't have any maltodextrin, so I'm going to be using this. I'm just going to be using 60 grams. 100 grams of it is 92 carbs. There's about, what's that, 45, 46 carb and 50 grams. So I'll probably be having about 60 grams of carbs. Well, about 50 grams of carbs, sorry. And the 60 grams, that'll do me. Just doing these bottles now, make a coffee, and then, believe it or not, some words I never thought I'd say is that I'm looking forward to my 2.5 hour run. I haven't run in a long time, and running on my trails is a favourite thing, and we're heading somewhere a little bit different today. The South Downs is like my spot. I've done all my training on that. I'm very lucky to have the South Downs. Like all the sort of ultra races that are on there, and that's literally just my home. But today we're going a little somewhere different, so I will show you when we get there. Rightio, we are here and we are at, see, we've made a little bit of a compromise today. We're at Tar's favourite place, whereas I always run on the down just because I'm like, it's on my fucking doorstep, it's iconic, good rolling hills, and like, what more do you want? So any trail run I've done since January has been down, South Downs, South Downs, South Downs, South Downs, South Downs. And Tar always wants to come here, and we finally come here today as a treat. Where are we?
Ashdown Loop.
Which, if you don't know where the Ashdown Loop is, this is actually where the Winnie the Pooh was born. Like when you go around, you can see where like Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, and all that sort of stuff. But how big's the loop?
9 and a bit miles, so I don't know what that is. Okay.
9 and a bit miles. So for me in kilometres, what is that? That's got to be like 116k, I think. So we've got 2.5 hours planned. So yeah, I've actually only been here once. I come here once when Tar was doing a random 50k. I come here to do the last loop with him or something like that. That was like my first time on trails, believe it or not. Yeah, and it was so fucking muddy. So we sort of didn't come back since then, just because through the winter, like it's like a forest basically. So it's just not gonna get. Whereas the downs is like, it can rain so much on the downs because it's chalk, it just like absorbs it, and it's fine. Whereas here it's just a nightmare. But it has been raining the past week, so we'll see what it's like. I'm looking forward to this. It feels weird. Last time I put these shoes on, last time I was using these bottles, I wanted to kill myself in the backyard ultra, and literally, yeah. Whereas now, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if me looking forward to this says more about how boring my life is or how much I enjoy trail running, but there you go. 2.5 hours. I think about 50 or 60 grams of carbs. I've got some extra sweets and stuff in here as well, so yeah.
Dinosaurs come over and said hello.
1 hour in, 9.21 kilometres done. Feeling right now, the first sort of 40 minutes, you felt so heavy for some reason. Never really look into it too much just because it could be a multitude of reasons. Just getting on with it, but I can't help but think, like, whenever I feel heavy, like that close into a run, or anytime I find anything difficult, I'm always like, fuck me. I've got 80 kilometres to do in 2 weeks' time, which is 8 and a bit times more than what I've done now, but you somehow just get it done, and that's where you just start to have faith in, fuck me, 16 months of consistent work every single week. So yeah, it's fucking so overgrown though. I literally threw stinging nettles and legs like itchy as fuck, but and Fawns, yeah. So that's good. It's not like crazy amount of elevation on this loop. I've only done 113 meters compared to the downs, but good practice nonetheless. How cool that is. I'm coming towards the end of lap 1. Just done a good bit of climbing. I say good bit of climbing. I'm still at 275 meters, but most of this behind us has been uphill, which is good. 13 kilometers done, hour and a half. Got an hour left, so what we're going to do, we're probably about 15 minutes away from the car. So when we get there, instead of going the way we went on the way back, we're going to run down this, get some good practice hitting downhill, and then go back up and just sort of do like an out and back for the last like 40 minutes or so. So yeah, getting it done. Just over 2 hours, 2 hours 5 minutes, 18 kilometers. We just went back down that hill and now we are coming back up. Nearly done. It's felt like a very long 2.5 hours, but I'm starting to feel way better. It's like the first hour I was like, what the fuck, whereas now I feel good. It's the way it happens in endurance, ups and downs, ups and downs. Similar to the hills. Run done. Feel pretty good now it's done, but at the time I didn't feel so great. Let me tell you the stats of that run. Bear with me just a second. Alright, here we go. So 21.6 kilometers, 422 meters of elevation. Not the greatest amount of elevation, but Tar made a good point in the fact that whenever I run the downs, I actually end up walking a lot of it just because it's of how hilly it is. So whilst I do cover more elevation, I actually end up walking more, whereas this, like, much more of it was run. Still, like, not the quickest considering the elevation, but a good solid amount of running. Like, a lot of it was like trudging along. There's only like a few real fairly steep uphills which gain most of the elevation. So yeah, that also is like not as much elevation gain, but more time forced myself to run. So that was good. Feel pretty good. It's weird to think that that was the first one since the Backyard Ultra, and then, you know, a week before the Backyard Ultra was probably my last long run as well. So yeah, it's been a while. Feels good to get it done, and it's sort of like a weird position to be in. It's like I'm 2 weeks out from the 50 miler tomorrow, and I've just done a long run, and it's going to be probably start like tapering off a little bit. Might do like another long run next week, and then it'll be like a week out, so it'll be tapering off. So it's sort of been like a weird like in between stage, but all the hard work was done months before, so this is just sort of keep myself ticking over and getting myself to a place where I'm fresh. So gonna head home. We just pulled up at McDonald's because Tara's gone to get something to eat, but I've said no because I'll just eat when I get in. So yeah, gonna go home now, eat some food, edit some content, and then maybe go to the sauna and then go to work. So yeah, first long trail run back. Finally home, 2:30, which isn't too bad actually, because it gives me time to edit videos, make some food. And usually what I do with my sweet potato is I've been craving it, but two, I usually have it whole. But I figured if I cut it up into like essentially just wheels, because I'm too lazy to do anything else, should cook quicker. But I've tried sweet potato fries in the air fryer before, and like I think when you cut them too thin, they just basically burn and there's like nothing in the middle. So what I'm going to try is just almost cut them up a little bit more, but not too thin, and see how quickly that cooks them, basically, because I don't want to be waiting like, usually it's like 45 minutes for these. So hopefully this does them a little bit quicker, so I can basically go upstairs, have a shower, come back down, and they'll be cooked. There they are. I actually have never an idea how to cook steak, or really I just give it a bit of colour, cover it for a minute, and then it's alright. I don't mind it red in the middle, so it doesn't really matter, does it, as long as it's a little bit cooked. There we go. Looks good. Got some brown sauce as well. For any of my UK peeps, this might be one of the greatest. Bit nostalgic for me. I used to go there a lot when I was younger. Harvester barbecue sauce. Don't ask me why I have it, but I do. See how the old steak has turned out. I'll sort of just get it to a nice char and then just leave it till, well, it should be about right. If anything, I'll probably overcook this. Yeah, definitely overcooked. Like, it's cooked all the way through. So I actually left it a bit long, because usually I wouldn't mind it a little bit red, but still not bad. Don't really care, as long as it's like, I can eat it, which sometimes with actual steak, whereas lamb steak should be a little bit better. Oh, lamb is just so much nicer than beef. I feel bad because lambs are quite cute, but can't feel that bad, can I? I'm absolutely chowing down on this. That little like charred bit, seared, I think it's the word. And sometimes with like actual beef steak like that, and you're like trying to get for it. Bit of barbecue sauce for the old sweet spuds. They've turned out alright as well. Cooked much hot. Cooked much quicker in like 20 minutes, which is ideal. I do like when they're whole, they give it a little bit like, but I didn't try and like crisp them off. I found in the past when you try and like crisp them off, it just dries them out. I like them a bit like soggy, you know, a bit more moist. Oh, that barbecue sauce is so good. It's like so smoky. Remember having that with the spit roast chicken a lot when I was younger, when I used to go there. Nothing too exciting has happened since I last spoke to you. I just uploaded to Instagram, which is something, as soon as I do it, I'm like, I feel sorry, it almost feels like a weight off my shoulders. I enjoy uploading, but it's like, one thing I put like almost a lot of pressure on myself to get done each day, so it's like, when it's done, it's weird because like, even this, none of it pays me now, but who knows where this can lead in the future. It's almost like a lottery ticket every day, isn't it? Like posting and YouTube and all that sort of jazz, and I actually enjoy it. So that's done, uploaded, and I've got work in 1 hour. It's 5 o'clock now, so I'm going to the sauna. The sauna is near my work, which is good, and they open and shut the sauna throughout the day, which is really fucking annoying. But it opens again at 5, so I'm hoping like it's actually warm because they turn it off and turn it back on. So yeah, I should be able to get a solid half an hour in. And I thought, now that I've uploaded, I've done what I needed to do at home, I've eaten, you know, I'm either going to sit at home, play on my phone, or I can go to the sauna. And I absolutely know what I'd prefer to do, which is go to the sauna. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully get a good half an hour in and then be at work for 6. Work 6 till 10, and then back home and then do it all again tomorrow. So just heading there now. It's turned out to be a lovely day as well. It was pretty miserable when we were running, but bloody nice now. One more to do this evening. Haven't even caught you up since after the sauna. Sauna was good. Actually, I feel like they must have not turned it off, because when I went in there was people like already baking hot at 5 o'clock. So I managed to actually get 2 decent rounds in, which was good. But what is not good is sauna, drinking lots of water and coming to do this job, because I'm absolutely busting. For a wee, it's not been too bad of a run. I've got a little bit more mileage, so I only had 11 drops this evening, which is pretty good. Although I was in New Haven, which sort of pointless me telling you, you might not know where it is unless you're local, but there's a lot of like one ways. So like you'll go to go to a house, and then to get like to the other house, which is like actually just behind, you've got to go all the way around the one way, and sat nav sending you to the wrong places and stuff. But not been too bad, can't complain. I am very peckish. I got like a protein shake after the sauna, but I'm very hungry now, so gonna do this last one and then go back to store, unload the van, and then go home for dinner, which is good. Sometimes in my evening shifts I'll bring dinner like now, so when I get home I can go straight to bed, because I've got to be up early tomorrow. I'm got a half day tomorrow, 8 till 12, but I've got to run, sauna, and I've got gym to do. But there you go, not a bad run, can't complain. It's been a pretty nice evening as well, so yeah, last one. Fridays or Saturday evenings is the only time they play any good music on the radio. A lot of the time it's just shite, and it's just constant ads as well, as is TV, as is YouTube. Constant ads, mate. Work done, like a radio DJ. Work done. Shout out to the birthday girl. Oh, with me now. Yeah, so decent shift at work. Absolutely ravenous, as you know, guys. Absolutely ravenous. But I'm gonna get some food when I get in. Happy to go home. Feels good days like this, you know. Like I quite enjoy like an evening shift. It's like a day off, but you know, I get to earn a little bit of cash as well. Always like earning a little bit of cash. There's no like nothing up my day, is it? 6 till 10, especially if I have most of the day off. Like, what do you do 6 till 10? Sort of just find something to watch, and in my case, I don't really watch anything. I just like play on my phone, fucking doom scroll for hours. I may as well be at work, get paid for it, and then just go home, eat something, go to bed. Productive day, have sauna, got that run done. Feel good. It was a good day today, so I'm gonna go home and eat. Yeah.
For us. She lives upstairs.
This was after the rape charges were dropped.
Final update of the day. 11:06, which isn't bad considering I finished work literally an hour ago and we're already eating and in bed. Is it good to eat that close to bed? No, but I'm tired and I was hungry. So what are you going to do? You can't go to bed without eating, especially when you've had a hard session and you're straight back to it in the morning. So 11 o'clock now, got the alarm for 6 o'clock. Wake up, go to the gym, lift some weights, work 8 till 12, and then I've got an hour and a half trail run after work. But I've been instructed for many hills, so it's going to be, I'll do some hill repeats in there, and then yeah, day off Sunday, so enjoy that double session tomorrow. Yeah, pretty decent day. Happy with that. Trained, worked, uploaded, edited, all that sort of jazz. So I did what I needed to do. Feel pretty good for it, and that is really what a lot of the days look like. There's nothing crazy much of my days. You have to enjoy the sort of mundane, because you realise much of life is made up of days like this. where it doesn't seem like much is happening, so you just got to appreciate what you've got going on, because you never know when it can all change. On that note, if you enjoyed, like, comment if you wish, and a subscribe would be much appreciated. Thank you, and see you in the next one.